Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Full Potential Show. I'm James Rick, and this is your number one non-boring source for personal development. Today on the line, we have Pamala Oslie. She is a speaker, author, and psychic. She's also a relationship expert. The book or topic that we're going to focus on today is life colors. We're going to talk about how you can learn to live through your life colors and what that means. Pamela has been on many national TV shows, and she is also offering as a free gift, if you hang on to the end of the interview, learn how to see auras at auracolors.com. And we'll talk about how to get that free gift at the end. We'll also talk about how to take a questionnaire so you can see how your personal aura colors are affecting your relationships. And we'll talk about how she's using that to match people up. So Pamela, thank you so much for being on today's Full Potential Show.
Hi, James. It's great to meet you.
It's great to have you. You've got great lighting. You have plants all around you. Those plants, I found out, are real, by the way, and I love it. So great energy and just great lighting all around. Tell me, first of all, I know many people, as they hear psychic, they're going to say, okay, so what kind of psychic are you? Everybody has these, preconceived ideas about it. Talk to me a little bit about that. What does it mean for you to be a psychic?
And that's the problem. I actually like to use the term now expanded consciousness, because I believe that's where our consciousness is evolving to. It's a skill. It's not a gift. It's a skill. I feel like life is a gift. What I can do is a skill that anyone can do. So we've all had intuition. We've all had preconceived, like we feel something and it happens. So basically, yes, I do psychic work. I can see past, present, future. I can talk to people on the other side. And then the tool that I use is I can see auras. I see the energy field that radiates off from people. But you know what, James? We've all felt it. We've all felt the aura. It's not woo-woo. It's not new agey, blah, 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 all that weird stuff. Basically, that's why when we meet somebody, we feel drawn to them or attracted to them right away. And then other people we don't want to be near because we don't like their energy. You're feeling their aura.
So what I get from, and I like what you said about expanded consciousness, it's really about sensitivity to the energy.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
All right, so you're sensitive to energy. And you know what? I really like that approach too, because I notice that as I meditate more, as I slow down more, as I get out of my head more, I am also more sensitive to more subtle energies, the energy of myself and the energy of others. So firsthand, I know that really does affect your awareness, depending on, if you're racing around in your head or if you're relaxed and you're at peace. So let's talk about what it means to sort of live through your life colors. I mean, is it living through your aura? Is it creating the right colors? I mean, what does it mean?
Well, just so people know, the way I see auras might be different than how other people see it. And I believe that we all have different experiences and see colors differently, just like we taste food differently, because there are actually people that like the taste of asparagus, and I know they're not tasting what I'm tasting. So what I see are lots of different colored bands out from people, different layers. And the one or two colors that are the closest to your body are what I call your life colors. Those are the two colors that reveal your personality, your life purpose, the theme that you've chosen to experience in this lifetime, careers that you're going to be drawn to, relationship styles, who you're going to be compatible with, who you're going to have issues with, even potential health problems, how you are with money. Everything is revealed in those two life colors. The outer bands in the aura, and people have a lot of them, sometimes 6 feet of bands out there. The outer bands are the ones that change all the time, according to what's going on with the person at the time. So I see someone, if they're really angry, a lot of red starts flaring up in their outer bands, but it's not a life color. It's not something that's around them all the time.
So you have these core colors. Now, do they ever change in your life at all? I mean, over time, or are they always there, the ones that are the closest?
Well, first of all, you and I both have yellow in our auras. You're a yellow violet. I'm a blue yellow with violet. And yellows, as much as we're pleasers and nice people, we don't like being told what to do. We got a little stubborn streak to us. So I would never limit someone. I would never tell them that they can't change their aura colors, their life colors. And I have seen people do that. But for the most part, I don't see people usually changing their life colors, because it's the theme. It reveals the theme. It doesn't run you. It doesn't control your life. It reveals or reflects back what you've chosen to experience in this lifetime.
And then these outer colors, these are sort of the rhythm and flow of our emotions, and as we experience life, they change all the time, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. The outer bands do change. The life colors don't usually change.
So now, as a relationship expert, do you pair people based on their life colors?
I know which colors are going to be compatible. I do a lot of couples counseling too. I have people come to me and I go, okay, look, you're a violet and your husband's a tan. Now let me tell you what that's going to do, because those two colors combinations are not typically that compatible. You violets, for example, are the visionaries. You come from the third eye. You're visionaries, you're free-spirited, you want to travel. Violets are here to help make a difference on the planet, so they need to live outside the box. They need to be able to have freedom and expand. And I see violets a lot getting drawn to the media and to psychology or counseling or teaching or leading. You guys are leaders, but you're more dynamic and free-spirited. Where tans, if you marry a tan or you connect with a tan, tans are very practical and analytical and logical, and they process step 1, step 2, step 3. That makes a violet crazy, because violets go 150. I need to see the big picture. I need to do something bigger. And tans are like, wait a second, what about the money? What about the security? What about the practicality? Where's the logic behind that? So it can make a violet crazy. But if people understand each other, if you go, well, I'm married to a tan and this was what a tan's priority is, if you can respect that and appreciate it and see the positive in that, then any two colors can get along.
Now, do these colors have any relationship to, say, your sign?
Yes. I'm so glad you asked that, because you know the way I look at it, James, I know this will sound out there for some people, but I feel like before we manifested on the planet, before we chose to come here, we chose a theme and things that we wanted to do and experience in this lifetime. And so what we did was we left breadcrumbs behind, just in case we got here and we forgot what we were going to do here. We left astrology, numerology, iridology, palmistry, and aura colors, so that we can go back and go, oh yeah, that's me. That is what I want to do. So it's basically helping us remember what we've decided.
All right, now I want to do something kind of fun here. I want you to tell me what my life colors are. I know you told me I'm a yellow, and what that means, and then also what you're seeing now as sort of those outer band colors, just as kind of a real-time experiment here.
Okay, good. So again, you're a yellow violet, and that's actually kind of a special combination. The Beatles were yellow violets, Spielberg, George Lucas, Sting, Bono. A lot of performers are yellow violets. So basically, yellows are the fun-loving kids on the planet. They like to make people happy. They're actually here on the planet to bring joy, to have fun. Yellows are the one color that knows, hey, if you're going to be on the planet, you need to enjoy yourself. It's supposed to be about fun and happy and adventure. They want to make people happy, and or they want to heal people. Yellows, if they had their way, wouldn't be working at all. They like their freedom. As long as it's fun, it's playful, okay, I want to do it. So when I see yellows working, they either do creative work, they're writers, musicians, artists, designers, or they do healing work. They're massage therapists. They've got great energy that comes off their bodies. You yellows, when yellows hug people, people know they've been hugged. Yellows are very touchy-feely, and they love nature. They love nature. They love the earth. Yellows heal best when they go out in nature, okay? And so, or yellows will get into physical work, like they're yoga instructors or gardeners, or because they love working with their bodies and the earth. Now, violets again are the visionaries here, the leaders, the older souls. Yellows are big kids at heart, so they always feel like they haven't even gotten started yet. I'm still young, I haven't even gotten started yet. And then violets feel like, no, I've got something big I have to do. I need to make a difference on the planet. Violets actually came here to help save the planet, or to make a difference somehow, improve the quality of life for people. So violets are leaders, your teachers, your therapists. You get involved in the media. Anything that reaches the masses. I see a lot of violets also getting involved in things like ministry or politics or things like that. But you violets, you see things way ahead of other people, and you guys think it's common sense. You go, well, you can see if we keep cutting down the rainforest, this is what's going to happen. How can people see that? And the other colors are like, what are you talking about? I have to do a job. You know, I have one. I got to pay my bills. I got to do the security. And violets go, oh. It's get frustrated with people sometimes. But violets also have a lot of depth and a lot of compassion. It's really about the globe. It's about humanity on a big scale. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes total sense. It's really, really interesting, too. I could almost check off the list of things that you're saying. Now, what do you see on the outer bands? Like, it's kind of the current emotional states, right?
Well, the outer bands, you've got a little bit of tan, not much. You've got a little bit of tan in your aura. So that shows me that there's this part of you that likes to figure out the details, plan it, okay, how do I make this happen? Tans, usually I see them getting involved in things like technology, or computers or whatever. But tans are usually the ones that handle the details, make sure things happen. Now, that's not your natural color. That's something that you've learned how to do to help your yellow violet accomplish something. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So now, and I think this is helping everybody who's watching and listening understand how this works. So these outer bands are sort of the software that we incorporate as we go through life. And it may not necessarily be as fleeting as an emotion of right now. It could be that, like you said, this is a developed skill or a developed energy that you acquire as a way to practically apply some of these core colors that you have.
That's actually right. And you know what else though, James? Some people add a color, like you've at least added the tan in a positive way. I see a lot of people who are born blue, yellow, or yellow, violet, or green or something, thinking that who they are is not okay and that they're supposed to be a tan, because tans are responsible and practical and they're employees. They get jobs, they get paychecks, they look for the security in life. And a lot of colors are trained to think that's the way they're supposed to be. So they add that in their outer bands, but then they never feel happy. They feel like something's missing in their life, that they're not being true to themselves, that they're trapped, that they're not feeling fulfilled. So adding a color in your outer bands can sometimes act like a trap or a prison.
It can be a conflict with the inherent core colors.
That's right, with your authentic self.
Now, this is really interesting stuff. Now, if somebody wants to do this for themselves and they don't have the pleasure of Pamela seeing them and seeing their colors, how would they go through this process to start matching up their colors with what they're really supposed to be doing in this life?
Well, I have 4 different places that people can take a self-quiz, like what you've mentioned. I have my 2 books, Life Colors and also Love Colors. And then I've got 2 websites, auracolors.com, A-U-R-A colors.com, and lovecolors.com, which is my dating site. So people can really go and find out. They can take the quiz. Then you get to find out what your colors are. And then especially if you go to Love Colors, I actually have videos on there explaining in depth all the different personalities of the colors, right? So you can go learn about yourself. And then it's so cool. You can read about yourself, or you can go watch the videos. And as you're watching them, you can go, well, that's not me, but you know what? That's my sister, or that's my spouse, or that's my parent. You start identifying the colors of the other people.
So you can go to auracolors.com or Love Colors to take this quiz, this questionnaire?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
and then once you've taken this questionnaire, you'll have a profile that will give you an understanding of what colors you must have, but you're not going to immediately see those colors. How do you see the colors, Pamela?
Well, and that's why I offer on auracolors.com, I offer a printout that people can download, and they can learn how to see auras. And there's all kinds of steps. Everybody's different. You violets are more visual, so violets are usually the ones that see them first. Blues are more emotional and they're more psychic, so they get who somebody is emotionally. They feel it in their intuition. Yellows are more kinesthetic. Yellows feel things in their bodies. Yellows can be someplace and go, oh, I don't like the energy here, I don't like it. Or, oh, it feels really good in here, I like the feeling here. So you yellows are usually the ones that feel it first. But there's 14 different aura colors, and they all process those abilities differently. And some of the colors don't even believe in this stuff.
Wow, 14. And some colors are predispositioned to not believe in this.
Yes. Most tans are like, wait, is there scientific proof for this? Or are you just getting that because you read about me on the internet? Or, it's how I'm dressing. And I go, ay. And reds don't usually believe in this. It's all about, what you can touch and feel and taste, and that's it. It's all about physical reality, and that's it.
Now, is this part of the grand design? I mean, did the universe know that we needed this blend of colors to have the right mix for our evolution? What is your perception behind why we have this diverse range of colors and character traits?
Well, we all have different beliefs. We all have different themes. We all have different priorities. We all have different. I mean, it would be boring if we all thought the same. If we all believed the same thing. Just like food has different colors, different taste. The world is different colors, different tastes. So we did that too. I went, and color. You know what it is? It's a vibration. I study quantum physics a lot, so the brain is our minds are non-local, so that's why I can do psychic work. We have way more abilities than we've been trained to think. So what we're seeing is a vibration. Just like I know someone who actually hears the aura. She can hear the frequency, the sounds, the energy waves that come off of people, and knows what's wrong with them based on the sound that's missing in their aura. So
just fascinating.
Yeah.
So Pamela, I'll recommend that everybody check out auracolors.com. You'll get the questionnaire and the quiz to kind of figure out where your colors are at. And then, is the lovecolors.com only for those that are searching for the perfect mate based on the colors?
No. Anyone, even if you just want to find friends, I have clients that go, please create a site that I can go meet other indigos, or I can go meet other, lavenders. And I go, okay, so people can come on there looking for friends, they can come on there looking for their perfect soulmate partner, or they can go on there just to find out more about themselves, learn more about themselves and get along with their current relationships, their friends, their family members, their spouse, anything. So it's just, I'm creating as many tools as I can to help people understand themselves and also understand those around them.
Pamela, briefly, what colors are you, and what does that tell us about you?
I am a blue-yellow. I was born blue-yellow, and I've added some violet so that I can do this global work with, like people like you. Blue-yellows, I've got the same aura colors as Goldie Hawn, Meg Ryan, Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson. It's kind of the girl next door. Blues are basically teachers, counselors, and nurses. We're here to support people. It's all about love and spirituality. So we're here to be in service, to teach love. Blues are hands down the most emotional people on the planet. Blues can watch commercials and tear up. Okay. Now, you violets have a lot of depth, but blues are hands down the most emotional. And then yellows, we want fun, we want playful, we want creativity. You see all the nature around me, that's a yellow thing. So you understand Goldie Hawn, Meg Ryan, you see how those yellows, they never age. But that's why they fit so well in romantic comedies, because blues are all about love and yellows are all about fun and humor.
This is really a fascinating field. It can teach you a lot about yourself. No doubt you can at least reflect on it. And for you reds and tans out there, or what was the other one that might be skeptical about it, Pamela?
Oh, oranges don't believe in this. They're the daredevils on the planet. They're too busy jumping out of airplanes and racing cars to worry about anything spiritual or philosophical. And then we've got greens. Greens are the quick, bright, type A personalities. Donald Trump's a green. Bill Gates has got a lot of green. It's all about money and power and that kind of stuff, and they don't tend to bother with this kind of stuff either. Unless you get their attention and they think they can learn something or make money off of it, then they're like, hey, wait, what is this? But they can be a little like, prove it to me. How do you do this?
Interesting. So that's auracolors.com and lovecolors.com. I encourage you to check out both those sites. Any final thoughts before we wrap up today's show, Pamela?
I want people to know, especially you yellows that don't like being boxed in or told what to do, that I don't do this to limit people or to categorize them or put them in a box. There's already too much of that. I do this work to help validate people and help them understand and accept who they are and have freedom to be who they are, and then to give other people the same consideration, allow other people to be who they are and accept them for who they are, so we can all get along instead of people going, why can't you be more like me? How come you don't think like me? How come you don't act like me? So it's basically to help make the world a better place.
Yeah, and it just shows how diverse we really are. I mean, just take the 14 colors, and if you're combining at least 2, that's 14 times 14, 160 different, 170, whatever the math is on that, different types, and then add a few colors on top of that, and you've got a lot of diversity. Pamala Oslie, auracolors.com, lovecolors.com. Pamela, thank you so much for being on today's show.
Thank you. You're a lot of fun, James. I appreciate it.
You are too. Thank you for sharing your light and your colors with us.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of The Full Potential Show, your #1 non-boring source for personal development. I'm James Rick, and if you want to get more positive programming for your brain absolutely free on a weekly basis, just visit fullpotential.com.
If you like The Full Potential Show, you're going to love the Full Potential Club. What would you like most as a Full Potential Club member? Be 2 to 3 times more productive? Do what you're passionate about? Have more energy? Reduce your work hours? Travel the world? Enjoy an amazing lifestyle on a frugal budget? What if you could do them all? James Rick has been there and done it in ways that few people have. For anyone serious about taking their life or business to the next level, you know you've got to do more than just watch. You've got to do. Join James Rick and other like-minded people for an incredible $10 a month at fullpotential.com/club. Be educated. Be empowered. Be the best version of you. fullpotential.com/club. Try it free for 30 days.